Hi Scorpio, welcome to Sophquest. My name is Spence. Welcome in if you're new and welcome back if you are a subscriber. Glad to have you here for the weekly reading for June 28th through July 4th. So as you can see, being American, I am aptly dressed to say Happy Independence Day to all of you. And whether you're American, just pulled your card, whether you're American or whether you're just out in the world and want to celebrate July 4th, there we go. Happy July 4th to all of you, no matter where you are in the world. All right, now, Scorpio, I just pulled for you a card from the Wild Unknown Archetypes deck, and this is the book I'm going to read from. It is brilliant. I love learning from this book. I absolutely have for a couple of years now that I've been studying it, and I just adore it. And then one of my all-time favorite tarot decks that I've studied for years, The Tarot of the Spirit by Pamela and Joyce Eakins. The book is amazing. And if you like patterns, numerology, studying the symbology of the glyphs and such of the zodiac and things like that, then you'd be very interested in it. It's also very sort of quantum, phi, the golden ratio. You will see the tree of life in these cards, things like that. And so it's just absolutely and will always be one of my favorite decks. All right, Scorpio, let's pull you a 9 card and then I'll read that for you. Your card is the box. Are you intrigued, Scorpio? Are you intrigued? So how did you fare last week with the full moon in Capricorn? Because I think that, you know, it waxes to its largest light, its full self, right, the full moon. And we kind of have this moment of wow, awareness. And then as it wanes and gets smaller for 2 weeks, going to the new moon and wanes down, it's kind of a shedding process, a letting go of things Capricorn. You know, what is Capricorn? Well, Capricorn is society, societal norms, societal, you know, it's corporations, it's everything that we would call the status quo, the norms. All right, Scorpio, which that would be your 3rd house, so ways of communication. Did you get a new cell phone? Are you getting a new cell phone maybe? Something like that. You never know, a computer, possibly. All right, so let's see what we got for you. We have the 7 of Wind, we have the Star, we have the 7 of Earth, the Devil card, that's the Capricorn card. I think that, yeah, okay, I can see you were letting go of stuff. All of a sudden I'm German, yeah. Okay. Actually, I do have German roots. It's just, I don't say that usually. Then we have, sorry, I gotta get these just straight the way I like them. Okay. Then we have number 20, the Judgment card, in this called Resurrection. The 3 of Fire, the 10 of Earth, and the Wheel of Fortune. Wow. You are definitely making a change, and it looks good. And I think you're letting go of either a way of not saying the things you want to say, or maybe that you've been a little harsh in the way that you have said things, and you're changing it up. You've just realized that maybe you're around people that are a little more sensitive than you are, and maybe they take things more personally. I'm seeing that for some of you. On the bottom of the deck, yeah, okay. Yeah, the 2 of Water, 2 of Cups. So love, friendship, relationships. And wow, okay. And then the Sister of Fire, which is the Page of Wands. So this is news, things that we say, messages. And the 6 of Pentacles, the Sharing and Caring card. Equal give and take. So talking, sharing, communication, right? And that's why I'm saying that. And then I looked at the bottom of the deck, under the 2 of Water, and there it all was. And this is called the Sacred Cord. So this is, whatever this relationship is for you, it matters to you, okay? Scorpio. All right. Scorpio, let's read the box for you. I love these decks so much. I can't stop looking at the artwork. I hope you enjoy them as much as I do. They're very deep, honestly. Okay, so if you're a collector, if you're a reader as well, you know, it takes some time. You know, you need to definitely do your reading and studying a little bit with it. I would not necessarily recommend them for just a beginner necessarily. Just saying. All right, the box. This is the cage, the rules, the norms. Like, you know, Capricorn, the stuff we were letting go of last week with full moon. We all live to some degree within the confines of the box. This archetype represents everything that is known, anticipated, and expected. It holds us in place while simultaneously holding us back from our greatest visions. The box can be sneaky, insidious, because it's everywhere. Yeah. Limiting us at the most unconscious levels. It's built of layer upon layer of social constructs and pressures. Breaking through its confines requires awareness, continued effort, and bravery. The box may appear as expectations from parents, a well-paying but heartless job, the pressure to look or behave like others, or simply to stay small. There is a box around you now, made of some type of confining thought. What is it? The box shifts and morphs as we grow. This is part of its multi-layered nature. Once you break through one layer, another will present itself to you. Keep going. Break through. An exquisite life requires it. Structure, order, coherence, limitation, rigidity, judgment, fear can mean many of these things. It says moving outside of the box is exhilarating and expansive, but destabilizing. Is that where you are now? Others will wonder what you are doing and why, and maybe you will too. This is part of the process. All right, Scorpio, you're wanting to step out of the box, and I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all. Life has required all of us to change. I mean, we've learned a lot. We've learned a lot, haven't we, about social norms and the things that we took for granted before a pandemic that affected the entire world and taught us that we are one family, one humanity. But it also required us to change our norms. It required all of us to come out of our boxes. You are not alone, Scorpio. It's been required of all of us. Because we're having to work differently, go to school differently, socialize differently. What, you know, do we order in more? Do we attempt to go to restaurants? Right? Do we order most of our things online now? Or are we willing to go into stores still? Are you wanting to go back out and do all those things? I mean, everybody is feeling that pressure of when will things normalize. But it's a new normal. Okay, a new normal. Now let's talk about love. Because these kinds of outside external pressures, they affect relationships, obviously, you know, because number one, being confined and staying inside can just give everybody a sense of kind of, I can't think of what I'm trying to say. You know, where you feel like you're just boxed in and you need to get out. You just feel like you need to get outside and do more things, you know. So if you're feeling that way, it puts pressure on relationships. Especially if there's only two people in the home, right? Or only a few people in the home and you guys have spent almost all of your time together. That's happened to many families. And statistically, we've seen that it either strengthens those ties that bind, or it is ripping them apart because people have had to spend so much time together, right? So I'm hoping your relationship is nice and strong, but you are letting go of maybe some expectations because you're having to deal with what's not working. for the relationship. What's not working? Now, this does not have to be a romantic relationship. The Two of Cups is someone you can be yourself with, someone you get along with. You've probably known each other, or you've just met, but it's like kismet. It's like, oh, I'm just crazy about you. You make me feel great. Okay, but then it's like, how do you spend time together right now with society the way it is and everything the way it is? Okay, so let's go across first. We're going to do the horizontal, the vertical, and the big picture. All right, now, Scorpio, Seven of Swords is your starting card. Seven of Swords is a card that no reader is comfortable necessarily starting a reading with, because in this deck it's called Many Tongues, and it infers that it's about sort of gossip or people saying things behind the back. It's the sneaky fox card, okay? It's the card of things being done surreptitiously, a little bit behind the scenes. And so it can breed doubt and mistrust. And it may just be silence or avoidance. Okay, so there's, and remember, the swords are all about communication. So how we're thinking, keeping everything inside, keeping it to ourselves, maybe even a little self-denial, can be. Or we're not really talking about things we need to talk about with others. Or people, or we ourselves, are saying things maybe behind others' backs just because we need to talk about it. We need to get it off our chest. So it can mean any or all of those things. But then you get the star. This is hope and faith and trust. So trust is coming back to a situation where there was doubt. Okay, that's the first thing I'm seeing. And then with the Seven of Pentacles, this is an assessment. And this card is called the Garden. In most decks, it is someone who has worked very hard and they've produced Seven Pentacles, and they look at their yield and they say, oh, the yield, it doesn't seem like it should be more. It doesn't look like it's enough. Was it worth it? Right? That's the Seven Pentacles. It's like, what are we yielding here? This or this in our relationship? How's the communication going? Are we giving each other doubt or the benefit of the doubt? With the Star card, that's what I'm hearing. Is there doubt or benefit of the doubt? And this has been going on for at least 7 months, I want to say. And sometimes 7 years for certain people, okay? Then we have in the second line the Devil card, which is fear, attachment, things we do habitually that aren't good for us. It's the chains that bind us, right? It's those kinds of things. Then we have the One of Wind, the Ace of Swords, and this is the truth. This is like aha moment. And when we get here, it's because we've cut off and changed our mind that this is not gonna work. It's not working. It's not good for us. It's just not. So instead, we're gonna change something. Brand new. Ace, One of Wind. It's the dawn. Okay? And the Resurrection and the Judgment card next to that, this is a huge aha moment. I would even say a victorious aha moment over what has been keeping you guys doing this loves me not, or doubting, or giving the benefit of the doubt. So I think that maybe your relationship's been under pressure. If this can be in any relationship, it can be familial, it can be friendship, it could be at work, or absolutely could be love, but it's definitely somebody that you have an affinity with, and someone that you have trusted before. You've trusted this person before and enjoyed exchanging communication with, you know, talking from your heart, back and forth, the give and take. That's the bottom of the deck. So it's somebody you have a good relationship with, okay? In general, it's been a good relationship, and there's a true affinity there. But it's been under pressure, okay? I think that you both have expectations with the Three of Wands. You want to take a new path. You're hopeful for the new path, right? Hope, faith, trust. You're like praying things are going to change, things are going to get better. And I'm talking about the externals of your life, right? Because you're in it to win it. You're in it for the long haul, 10 of Earths. So that's what I'm saying. This is a good relationship. Probably a long-term relationship. And if it's not, and you just met this person, you fell in love immediately, and you want to marry this person. It's somebody you are banking on. Somebody you want to have a future with. Okay, Scorpio? And the Wheel of Fortune. There's definite change happening, and there's newness here, whether you intended it or not. This entire reading is saying you got to think about it differently. Times have changed. You're in this. With the Ten of Pentacles, this is legacy. This is long-term commitment. You're in this relationship because you believe in it. But you're hearing the call, Gabriel's horn, wake up, come back to life, change something. You need it. You got to have some faith and some trust right now that a change is going to be good. Because keeping it to yourself, not saying everything, or saying the dreaded, oh, everything's fine. We're fine. It's fine. That's the box. Fine. Everything's fine. No, it's not. Let's do the vertical. Are you, by any chance, that's the bottom of the deck, right? Okay. Are you by any chance lying to yourself or avoiding the truth? In other words, are you in denial of the fact that this has gotten somewhat destructive or toxic? Because now you're just not hardly talking at all, or it's just really superficial, and yet you're both secretly hoping for something new to come in to change the dynamic, right? You both want that. So talking about it is going to matter. It's going to be important, and you're being called to do it. Have hope and faith. You're being called to wake up, because this means the world to you, and it means the world to the other person. And if you give each other the benefit of the doubt and you actually talk about it and discuss things, 2 of Cups, baby. Nice. Okay, so then the Seven of Earth. Is it worth it? All of this new effort to change something, it's out of my comfort zone. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm not used to being emotionally so forthcoming. Well, it's not helping if that's the case. So be more emotionally forthcoming and step out of that box. That's what this is saying. So it is worth it. Why? Because, aha, I get it now. I see the truth. It has to change. Divine order and divine timing. The world, COVID, everything, about everything is calling for change. And it's time to embrace the change, because it is 100% worth it in the end. This is a relationship that's worth it. That's what I'm getting. So step out of the box. I think it's worth it for you. I really do. I really do, Scorpio. I wish you kindness, reverence, and gratitude. Hey, give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this message. I know it went a little deep, a little bit uncomfortable, but it's worth it. It's worth it in the end to do this. I really think so, and I'm really hopeful for you. And by the way, if you're interested in hearing another message next week, I do weeklies. So, hey, click that bell, right? Click that bell so that it's got the weekly marks, and subscribe to the channel. So, yay, you'll get your weekly notifications when it comes up, okay? I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Scorpio. You take care and be well.